Stand by now for Laker Championship Basketball, live and direct. This is Harry Burrell in KNX News Central at 7:50.
The Laker pregame show is brought to you by Pepsi-Cola. Take the Pepsi challenge and then decide. Brought to you by Union Bank, the business bank. By Altadena Dairy, the dairy that cares about your health. And brought to you by Hungry Tiger Restaurant, serving fresh fish specials daily at all locations. Hello again, everybody, from high above the western sideline in the world's most beautiful sports theater, the Fabulous Forum. I'm Chick Hearn, along with Lynn Shackelford, and we welcome you to our first pregame show of the 1977 NBA Championship Playoffs. The Lakers preparing to go in a best-of-7 series against the Golden State Warriors, who got by in a 2-out-of-3 tilt against the Detroit Pistons. It's going to be a tough one all the way for both clubs. They are beautifully coached. They are well-balanced. They will match up and pair off against each other extraordinarily well. On the year, they're 2-2. And with Lynn Shackelford, we'll be back and discuss the merits of both ball clubs, what the officiating non-NBA referees might have to do with the outcome, right after this word.
A smile can wake the sun up to what your world could be. And with every brand new moment you're alive, you're feeling free. Make this day a celebration. Come and taste the Pepsi way. Life is what it should be when you have a Pepsi day. Come on, come on, come on and taste the Pepsi way. Come on, come on, come on and have a Pepsi day. Wrap a thirsty smile around it, raise a Pepsi up and down it. Come on and have a Pepsi day. Come on, make this day a celebration. Come on, enjoy the Pepsi generation. Come on, come on, have a Pepsi day.
The crowd seems alive for this one. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Lakers superstar. Rick Barry, the superstar of the Golden State Warriors. Both of them could be categorized as the best in their business down through the years, or certainly as good as anybody at their position.
Only two people have scored more points in a playoff game than Rick Barry, Wilt Chamberlain and Elgin Baylor. Barry has a career high in the playoffs of 55 points. Kareem's high is 49. They're both great stars, and you figure in playoff competition that the great stars and the established stars come alive.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time average leader for playoffs. He's only played in some 50-some playoff games, averaging 29.7. Jerry West has made the most points ever scored in the playoffs. Jerry played in 153 games and averaged 29.1. He had a game one night of 53, another game of 52, another one of 49. So the coaches know where it's at, too. Al Attles has done a fantastic job. This year, his record disappointing, they say, at 46-36. But, Lynn, I would think that he's brought him along very, very precisely.
They won their last 3 of the regular season. They won 5 of their last 7 for a change. They had some problems, some injury problems, but they seem to have put it together towards the last part of the season. They have been kind of an inconsistent team all year long. You never know what's going to happen. They started off the playoffs round. They lost at home against the Detroit Pistons, and they came back and just swamped them back in Detroit. They could do that here tonight, or they could fall flat on their face.
Absolutely. One danger spot for the Lakers, and we'll talk about that. The tremendous round of applause is for Jerry West as he makes his first appearance in the building tonight. Jerry, heading for the Laker bench, gets a standing ovation, and Jerry, we think, will be the coach of the year. We'll be back right after this word. This reporter has been under the opinion that a 10-game day layoff should not have an effect on a great basketball club. That's been refuted, however, a little bit by the occurrences of 2 games played. Houston was off for 8 days, got beat last night by Washington, first round at Houston. And on Sunday, Philly lost at home to Boston. Philly evened that tonight, beating Boston 113-101. Lynn, quickly about the referees.
Joe Crawford and Richie Jackson are their name. Joe Crawford, of course, is not a typical NBA referee. He has worked in the Rucker Summer League. That's in Bronx, New York. The other one's worked in the Baker Summer League in Philadelphia. He's from Clifton Heights, Pennsylvania. Like in any playoff game, we have an alternate. That'll be Terry Durham. He has worked back 8 games. He's from Beaverton, Oregon. Once again, Joe Crawford and Richie Jackson.
The Golden State Warriors like to get out and run. They are so confident they can out-rebound the Los Angeles Lakers that when the Lakers take a shot, only about 1 or 2 will go to the defensive board for them and rebound. I don't mean the Lakers, I mean Golden State. They will release at least one guard and one forward on a fast break. They demolished the Lakers the last time they met. That score was 132 to 103. The two clubs have split on the year. Rick Barry, since he had a very low-scoring ball game here the last time in, Barry had a total that night of just 6 points. And since then, though, in 15 games, he shot 51% and averaged 26.5 points a game. The Lakers will have to shut off their fast break. The Lakers are going to have to reach back and get some extraordinary rebounding, and I think that maybe Connie Warner will have to help out there. Ladies and gentlemen, from high above courtside, Chick Hearn, Lynn Shackelford, ready to bring you our Word's Eye view, the first meeting of the 1977 second-round action in the Western Conference. Tonight, Portland is at Denver, and Lynn has a halftime on that for you.
The Portland Trailblazers lead the Denver Rockets 50 to 45. We've already given you the one final score. The Philadelphia 76ers even their series with Boston at 1 game apiece with a 113-101 victory, which means so far in the playoffs this year, the home team has won 9 out of 14. That's 64% of the time. During the regular season in NBA this past year, the home team won 68% of the time. So there's not too much difference so far.
The Lakers better win here at the Forum. They haven't won in Oakland in 12 consecutive games.
You have to go back to a playoff game played in 1973 when the Lakers last won. They won that one convincingly, 126 to 70. That's the last time they won up there.
Jamal Wilkes, great forward, UCLA product, has not started the last 2 games. We expect him to start tonight. He's been under a tremendous mental strain. His wife gave birth to a baby about 3 weeks ago, and the baby had a hole in its heart. I asked if there was a medical term, and somebody threw it at me, and I don't know how to say it, let alone remember it. But what it means is that there's a murmur, and we're happy to tell you that now the medicos are saying that the child has picked up enough strength, and it was a small cesarean baby at birth, picked up enough strength that they're going to be able to operate and repair the damage. And I understand that that kind of word, plus the therapeutic results of practicing getting out with the guys on the floor, has really been a boon to Jamal and his wife, Lynn, and we're all happy about that.
He's an outstanding basketball player, one of the best forwards in the NBA, and it's to the Warriors' credit that they were able to win that series against Detroit with him subpar.
We'll be back with the lineups right after this word.
The Lakers with the best record in the NBA, 53 games won. The Warriors, they won 46. So starting, they're going to introduce the entire roster of the Golden State Warriors, and since this is the first game, let's give them to you. They got Robert Parrish, a 7-foot reserve. Charlie Johnson at 6 feet. Sonny Parker. Charles Dudley, a little reserve guard at 6'2", who plays so well. Marshall Rogers, Larry McNeil, 6'9", reserve forward. They have 2 players that are hurt down there, Derek Dickey and Dwight Davis. They both will be out of this playoff series. The head coach of the Warriors, of course, is Al Attles. The assistant coach is Joe Roberts. The starting lineup will be at 1 guard, Phil Smith, 6'4", 187. The other guard from USC in his second year, 6'2", Gus Williams. At center, he wears number 44, is Clifford Ray. In his 6th year at 6'9". The forwards are Jamal Wilkes in his 3rd year out of UCLA, former Rookie of the Year at 6'6", 190. And the other forward, Rick Barry. He gets booed. He's at 6'8". He's a great veteran in his 11th year professionally. The lights go off now.
Wow, we've gone Hollywood.
Yeah, the spotlights go on all over as they are moving about.
Chicago Stadium.
Prior, I guess you could call this, what, the fun-filled, fantastic Forum. The Laker team went back into the locker room after finishing warm-ups while the coaching staff stayed out there. And as the players come out, they're going to introduce the entire team. They're going to come out of the hallway and onto the floor near the free throw line. The first one to come out is Abernathy, Tom Abernathy. The next one, Bo Lamar. Connie Warner. Warner is at 6'9", can play both forward and center. Johnny Newman, 6'6" guard. Marv Roberts wears number 30 at 6'8". And C.J. Kupak at 6'8". Earl Tatum playing in his very first playoff game ever, and this is rookie year at 6'5". Lakers have 4 players in their first playoff game. They introduce, and he gets a very fine hand, Kermit Washington, who will be in street clothes on the bench this evening.
The guy with the spotlight can't find the bench.
No, he's on the coaches. The starting lineup will be Cassie Russell. He'll be matched up against Barry, and that'll be a fun one to watch. They're not terribly close in the personal relationship department. The other forward is Don Ford at 6'9", 215. He'll be matched up against his high school teammate Jamal Wilkes. At one guard is Don Chaney, who has played on 2 championship teams with Boston at 6'5". Lucius Allen, who played on a championship team, 1971 with Milwaukee. He's fired up, 6'2". He comes roaring out on the floor. And the other center to complete the starting 5 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 7'2". The assistant coaches of the Lakers are Stan Allback and and Jack McCloskey. The head coach is Jerry West. The Laker trainer, Del Tanner.
Okay, at center, Kareem against Ray. Ray and Perry shall use a lot of pick and rolls with Barry. He's a great passer. A ball tipped by Kareem to Chaney, batted from Chaney, but he gets it back. Twice a world championship player with Boston. Donald Chaney, 6'5". Top the key to Cassie. These are important minutes for the Lakers. Into Kareem, turn, 10-foot jumper won't go. Rebound to Ford underneath. He's got it. He puts it up. He didn't get it. Slam dunk, Kareem! Kareem flew 3 feet above the rim and slammed it with both hands after Ford kept it alive. 20 feet to right of the goal to Lucius Allen. Allen one bounce dribble, 20-footer by Lucius. Looks good. It is good. He drilled it over Rick Barry. The Laker lead is 17-14. They've never led by more than the 3. Phil Smith comes to front court. Out in front to Williams. Drives down the middle. Drops the ball. Gets it back. Fumbles it. Still throws it in the floor. Ford's got it. Pass break to Allen. Allen one-on-one against Smith. Allen all the way. Put it up and in. Allen's playing brilliantly after a slow start.
He may have twisted his ankle, though, Lucius Allen. He's holding it.
He did. He's hurt. 19-14. 7 minutes gone. The Lakers lead it in the first quarter. Gus Williams with it. Williams holds it up. Out in front the ball to Wilkes. Wilkes goes to dribble, and here's a foul on Allen. He's hurt. He's got to leave the game. Lucius Allen will leave the game. Dudley. Dudley's pass to Barry. Barry comes in deep. Fall away. 10-footer. Brilliant shot. Just brilliant. 28-26.
No way you can stop a fall-away jumper like that when he's turning around.
Not get it. Rebound is off. Barry muscles it away. It's a free ball to Dudley, and the quarter's over. At the end of the quarter, the Lakers lead 28-26. Back right after this break. Chaney lost body control. Wilkes front court over the left side to Gus Williams. Back out to Jamal Wilkes. Wilkes drives, stop, fakes Ford out of position. Cross-court pass to Barry. He's alone. Fires the 20-footer. Good again. Barry. This is one of the great shooting exhibitions you'll ever see from outside.
I just said earlier, normally in L.A. he doesn't have a good game. He's had a great half here, 22.
50-48. Los Angeles. Good, the rebound is a free ball. Barry's after it. So's Chaney. Barry's got it. Throw it on the floor. Great play to Williams. Beautiful play. Williams back to Barry in the corner. 25-footer out of the corner. Good!
Oh, is he hot?
52-50. Los Angeles. And Rick Barry has done the right thing, his coach says. 24 points for him. And that was out of the dead corner, 25 feet. 13 seconds left. The ball in the front court, Smith. You think Barry wants it? He's got his hands out hollering, give me the ball. Smith down the middle. Smith loses the ball. Picks it up. Throws it over to Parker. Dribble drive all the way. Score! He got a garbage play basket as the ball fell loose from Smith. It rolled to Parker, who was standing there curling his mustache, and he drove under uncontested. At the end of the half, the Lakers lead 54-52. Now we've got Williams with it. Around a screen by Wilkes to the base. 25-footer by Williams. No good. Rebound to Ray. Puts it up, and he traveled again. Did they call it? Yes, they call it. He thinks he's in Central Park. Field goal. Front court. Give top of the key to Ford. Ford down the middle to the free throw line. 15-footer. Nice shot. A frozen rope. Man, when that thing hit the iron, the ice flew everywhere. 60-58. And now with the ball, we have years. Now Clifford Ray's got it in the front court. Holds it up just inside the 10-second line in one hand. Give the ball off to Phil Smith. Smith dribbling against Chaney. Chaney's done a great job on him. Over to Rick Barry. Barry shoots over Cassie from 20. It's on the way and good. Barry would eat up King Kong on the ladder tonight. 63-62. The Laker lead is 1. And 7.5 to play, and Barry with 26. Now in front. 2 in a row for him, 79-71. Now we got the ball at Dudley. Dudley coming into the attacking zone, comes to the right side, stops, holds it up, and Tatum covers him up. Dudley pivots, Tatum knocks it loose and fouled him. Earl Tatum, and Jerry West is really mad because there's no reason for a play like that. You got the guy stopped. He's used his dribble. He's 30 feet out on the floor. You reach in and try to take his watch. What good's his watch? You know the time. 79-71. Los Angeles will see Golden State go to the line. That's just like a Christmas present here in April. 83-74, and the Lakers by 9 again, trying to break it open here in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. Dudley front court, around a pick by Parrish. Dudley back to Parrish, 16 feet wide right. He's a good shooter, and he hits it. Parrish. Oh, I think he's going to be a star in this league, Lynn. Never be a fast player, but they can wait for him. 83-76. Tatum front court. A minute and a half to play with 9 seconds. 9 top of the key. Dudley comes in deep. Dudley brings it over to Barry. Where else? 4 seconds left. 3, 2. He's around. Kazzy stopped. 10-footer. That's good by Barry at the buzzer. He hung Kazzy out to dry, and Kazzy was flapping in the breeze as Barry went to the base and hit. 87-82, and Barry continues to be magnificent with 34. 91-90, inbound pass. The Lakers by 1. It comes off to Warner. Warner front court. If Lakers don't get something going to Kareem, they're in a heap of trouble. It goes into Kareem. He turns, takes it over to Chaney. He's alone, 16 feet wide right. He hits it. Chaney. Pressure-filled basket that they really needed. 9.5 to play, 3-point lead, Los Angeles. We're in the fourth quarter, and we got the ball belonging to Charlie Johnson. Johnson dribbling the ball, takes it over to Dudley. Dudley in low to Parrish, drives on Kareem and kicks it out of bounds, trying to dribble. You don't see many good 7-foot dribblers. In fact, I'm still looking for my first one. 93-90. Inbound pass to Ford at the 10-second line. Johnson to the base, 17-footer by Johnson, no. Rebound is off, taken by Kareem. He goes to the dribble. He's in the front court dribbling. Left side to Kazzy. Kazzy in deep, a bank of 6 is good. Kareem ignites 2 baskets in a row with a pass, then a dribble drive. Lakers by 7, 6:45 to play. Phil Smith will be in when it's dead for Golden State. Great truck, Toyota. Rick Barry at the line, almost an automatic 2. He missed 1 tonight. That'll take care of the month of April. The free throw is good, and it's 101-95. If you've never seen him play, he shoots him underhanded, two-handed style. Obviously the best way to shoot. The free throw is good, 101-96. Has he got 40 yet?
38.
38. That gives him 78 in his last 2 games against the Lakers.
Wow, on his way to 40.
6.5 to play. Tatum within the front court. Through the last quarter. Kazzy Russell gets it, gives out in front to Chaney, swinging over to Ford. Ford sets, takes it in low to Kazzy, working on Barry. Kazzy throws it away to Ford. Ford's bank at 12 is in and out. No rebound to Kareem. Put it up and in. Kareem got the offensive basket. When Kazzy turned, he threw it wildly. Listen to this crowd. The inbound is to Chaney. Don Chaney's had a spectacular game. Dribble top of the key. Give to Kazzy. 19 feet wide right. Into the post to Kareem. Swing left at the base. Skyhook at 12. It's good. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. What a fourth quarter he's played. 107-98. 5 minutes to play. Smith with it front court. By Kazzy. No good. Rebound is off and is taken by Wilkes. To midcourt to Smith. It's 4-on-2. Smith to Parrish. Parrish 10-footer in the lane. No. Rebound Parrish again. He puts up a 3-footer. Scores it. I told you that was a good substitution by Al. Timeout the Lakers. The Lakers have been outscored 6-2 here in the last couple of minutes, and their lead has been cut to 5. 107-90, make it 107-102. Is good. The Laker lead is 7. 1 timeout left to the Warriors. They don't exercise the option. Dudley front court, 38 seconds to play. Dudley gets top to key. Didn't give it to Barry. I'd give it to him. Over to Wilkes. 20-footer by Wilkes on the way. Won't go. Rebound to Kareem, and the Lakers got this one in the refrigerator. I didn't think Golden State played that smartly at all. They didn't go to Barry. Here with the ball in the front court. The crowd standing ovation. Chaney dribbling the ball. They'll have to foul him if they want it. Another ball rolls on the floor, and they'll stop play to retrieve it. The ball boy had it slip out of his hand in the basket. The Lakers will get it out with 9 on the clock and 19 on the game clock. They'll get it out over here along this sideline. The Lakers have the ball game won, and they're the only team of the 4 teams in the best-of-7 series that have won on their home floor in the first round. Denver lost, Houston lost, Philadelphia lost. Ford brings it into Kareem. Kareem cross-courts to Kazzy. Kazzy with 6 on the clock, dribble around Barry in the lane. 10-footer by Kazzy is good. 115-106, and the Lakers draw first blood. 115-106, 12 seconds left. Here's Smith with it, come in deep, go at the baseline, do a handstand, feed it out to Barry, top of the key, feeds it underneath the Ray, puts it up, miss, rebound is off, taken by Chaney. This game is all over. Final score, ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles 115, Golden State 106. We'll be back right after this word. Hello again, everybody, from the Fabulous Forum. Chick Hearn speaking, and if you're ever going to run a restaurant, you've got to have a great chef. If you're going to run a basketball team, you've got to have at least one super basketball player. Los Angeles is blessed with that player. He will be voted, we predict, as the most valuable player in the league for the 5th time in his 8 years. And again tonight, he sparked the Lakers all the way with 27 points, but it was the other things that he did that were so important. The rebound, the outlet pass, the dribble drive to midcourt, setting up another basket here and there, the block shot late in the game to discourage the Golden State Warriors. I'm talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and we'll be back with Kareem momentarily. He played 41 minutes. He had 27 points, making 10 of his 19 shots. He had 16 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 7 assists as the Lakers post before 15,928 screaming fans a very impressive 115-106 win over a very outstanding Golden State machine led by Rick Barry's 40 points. Good game, big fella.
Thank you very much, Chick.
It's always good to get the first one, I guess, under your belt. You never know after a 10-day layoff what could happen out there.
I was very concerned about that for the whole layoff. I would have much rather been playing regularly, and I was really worried about that because there's no way you can avoid having a mental letdown. You get home, you relax, you get rested, and your mind starts going toward other things.
It appears that this is the way the Warriors are going to defend you throughout the playoffs. You have played, of course, with the Milwaukee Bucks against the Warriors quite often, and they are going to double and sometimes triple team you down there, so your scoring average might go down, but other teammates are going to be open more often, I guess.
I think so, Lynn. The way they're playing us, they're going to give us some open shots at the top of the key and in the corners, because those men that should be defensive men at those positions are dropping in the lane or are dropping back on me to keep me from turning in the middle. So as long as we stay alert and we're able to pass the ball, we'll be able to overcome that, I think.
Congratulations on your first win. We'll see you Friday night.
Thanks a lot, Lynn.
Okay, Chick. We'll be back here on Friday night, 8:20 on KNX and our radio network. We certainly enjoyed working on this station. Bobby Wall has been our technical director. Lynn Shackelford is with me. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was our special guest. And this is Chick Hearn bidding you a pleasant good night with a reminder that the final score was Los Angeles 115, Golden State 106.